Ni ajeni. Leo as you can see tunasomea nje. Tulisema muhimu ni kumaster content. You can learn from anywhere. So today I've decided to do this video outdoors and there are still more that we'll be doing outdoors. So kuna swali liko hapa nataka tufanye. So ensure you have a book and a pen and probably a calculator. And this question reads the matrix P, Q plus 2, Q minus 3, Q minus 2 is a singular matrix. Find two possible values of Q and two possible matrices of P. Wewe ukicheki poa hapa unaona hii ni matrix na tunaambiwa ni singular matrix. So on our solution tunafaa tujiulize what is a singular matrix? A singular matrix is a matrix whose determinant is equal to 0. Cha tuandike hapa whose determinant is equal to 0. Hiyo ndo tunaitanga singular matrix. Kwa hivyo ile matrix P, the determinant of P is equal to 0. These two slashes zinamaanisha determinant, it is equal to 0. So matrix Q plus 2, Q minus 3 na Q minus 2, determinant ya hii matrix ni 0. So how do we find the determinant? Determinant is equals to the product of the leading diagonal. Huwa tuna multiply this and this, then tuna subtract the second diagonal. Sawa sawa? So it should be Q plus 2, Q minus 2, then we subtract the second diagonal is Q times negative 3 is negative 3Q. That should give us 0. That should be equal to 0. Hivyo tu product of the leading diagonal minus the second diagonal tunapata 0. Na si 0 sufuri 0. So tuta open hii to multiply, tutakuwa na Q into brackets Q minus 2, then tuchukue plus 2 tuweke into bracket Q minus 2, then minus 3Q is equal to 0. Ukiangalia hii poa, this is a difference of 2 squared. So ukifanya hii yote itakuwa Q squared minus 2Q plus 2Q, then 2 times negative 2 ni minus 4, then minus minus will become plus 3Q is equal to 0. And after we do that, Q squared ni aje? Minus 2Q plus 2Q, that is equivalent to a 0. Then plus 3Q minus 4 is equal to 0. So if you can see this clearly, this is what we call a quadratic equation. So how do we solve a quadratic equation? We can solve a quadratic equation using factorization. So product, then sum, and then we have the factors. I hope mnaona vizuri. Product ni negative 4, sum ni 3. So the factors zenye zitatupatia hii ni negative 1 na 4. Na tukiwa tumepata hii, there is no need ya kushinda tukirudi ile procedure ndefu. You can just go directly and say Q minus 1. Tugawanye hapo. And Q plus 4 is equal to 0. Q minus 1 and Q plus 4 is equal to 0. So with that, Q minus 1 is equal to 0 or Q plus 4 is equal to 0. So if you want to get Q, tutapeleka hii negative 1 the other side, tukue na Q ni 1, or tukipeleka hii the other side itakuwa Q ni negative 4. So tusha solve swali la kwanza. Tusha solve A. A ni nini? Q is 1 or Q is negative 4. I hope umejionea hiyo. Tuende B. possible matrices of P. So matrix P ni Q plus 2. Tuchukue Q ya kwanza 1. 1 plus 2 itakuwa 3. Then Q ni nini? Ni 1. Then negative 3. Then 1 minus 2 itakuwa negative 1. All P itakuwa nini? When Q is negative 4, negative 4 plus 2 itakuwa negative 2. Mbwetse hapo. Q ni negative 4. Negative 4 hapo. Then negative 3. Kabaki hapo. Then Q ni negative 4. Negative 4 minus 2 ni negative 6. Those are the two possible matrices. Simple. Na tunamaliza hivyo. Like, share and subscribe for more videos at Top Grade Academy. If you are in need of our resources, you can access our resources, interactive videos, past papers, marking schemes from our website, which is topgradeacademy.co.ke. Wall up, good day. Na walang tu sana.